I have to show you my inspiration. This was my inspiration. Look how cute this ribbon is. It's got all the little Santa stuff on a clothesline. I love this. So I had to make a sign, and what I ended up making was it's Santa with little socks, and it says Jolly. So I thought that was cute. All right. We are going to be doing the Woodland Ruffle tonight. I like to do Woodland Ruffle, especially when we have, like, you see this? Look how pretty those little stripes are. And I want to be able to kind of see it. And so I want to do a little bit of curl and a little bit of ruffle. So that's what we're doing. So when I do the Woodland Ruffle, I always cut these at 34 inches. So our mesh is 34 and our ribbons are 12. And we have little Santa boots to put on. Look how cute they are. And look, we got them on here on our little ribbon. So cute. All right. So I hope y'all are doing well. Did y'all have a good weekend? Hopefully you did. We did. It was, oh yeah, so my husband had the shingle shot. So poor thing was sick all weekend. I felt so bad for him. So, so we didn't do a whole lot. We didn't even do family game night, which is really unusual for us. Okay, so I wanted to show you, you could do a red frame or a black frame with this because there are going to be some black elements in it. I am happy to do them. Okay. So we have the red, and then we have the green with the red. Look how pretty that's going to be when we put a little curl on that. So let's see, what did I do? Wait, gotta find my tip clip. There it is. Oh my, there it is. It is evading me. All right, so we're gonna open up our ties, take our little tag off. I will tell you that the color of the ties is not as important as the mesh kind of matching. So, if you can't find red, don't stress. You could get green, black, white. Oh. Okay. Really? Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, he had a bad fever, and he just had no energy. Poor thing. All right, let's see. We're going to use our remote. Okay, so I just put something heavy in there so that it's not going to roll up. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I have naturally curly hair, and I did not feel like doing it this morning, and it's not so humid now, so it doesn't look as frizzy, so I just didn't do it. All right, so I rolled up 3 on both sides, and then go straight up the middle. Like this. And then look, you get the best of both worlds. So you get the ruffle and the little curl. This is going to look cute. This is nice mesh. It's kind of a mix between deco and jute. So it does have kind of some jute in it. You can see the little jute in there. Which is always nice. Love that jute. That's my favorite. So 3, do 3, and then I put a chip clip on it. Thank you. I don't like my hair curly, but I think it's just because, you know, when you have curly hair, you want straight, and when you have straight, you want curly, right? That's how it goes. So, but thank you very much. So we'll put those two. We are alternating. Now when you do something like this, you could also do one color on the bottom, one color on the top. Ooh, we'll have to do that soon. Oh, you have to see the voice. I understand. We don't watch The Voice, but we watch Masked Singer. I like that one a lot. Okay, so we have our glittery little gingham with our really cute, I love this so much, this little clothesline ribbon is so cute. Alright, so, why? Okay, there. So we pinch it in the middle, just kind of run our hands into the sides, because what we're going to do is pull it out front. So when you're doing 2 layers like this, it's going to push it out anyways. So instead of working against kind of what it wants to do, I'm just going to let it do that. So I'm just going to pull them out front. Okay. Yeah, so this is an elevated frame. So you can tell because the top is higher than the bottom. So, you know, when you get a Dollar Tree frame, it's not elevated because they're pretty much the same. Alright. And our supplies for the snowman swag should be in this week. That one's going to be fun. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we got our 2. We did our ribbons. I just like to work in 2s. There's hubby. During the week we don't see each other a whole lot because he has to go to bed at like 7:30 and I don't get home till 9 or so. So 1, 2, 3. Absolutely, you can use the Dollar Tree frames. So I like to use these because they save a lot of time. There is nothing wrong with using a Dollar Tree frame. You can still make the same amount of, so you could put 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top, or you could do a little bit. I do have the red in my shop, yes. Or you could do a little bit less. Okay. Oh, there it is. Look how pretty that mesh is. I really like that. It's very pretty. Yes, we're going to do another lantern soon. I know it's been a while since I've done a lantern. But I haven't figured out where my lanterns are. But I think I know where they are. So the contractor came today. And they were looking around, figuring out what they were going to do. So, Lord, I'm really hoping that they're going to get started on it this week. So, we'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath because I think I might get in trouble, but I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. And then we can get organized. Do y'all have trouble working when you're not organized? Okay, so we just fold them in half, pinch right in the middle. The mesh is all cut at 34 inches. So see, I do have a little left over. You could cut it a little bit longer if you want, so you could cut it at 36 inches. I do have both of these measure in my shop. They are. And all 4 ribbons. And the sign and the boots. And if we don't have red frames, I know we have black. Oh yeah, I do. I do lots of stuff. As a matter of fact, I got some of the Dollar Tree. Look here, I got the Dollar Tree. I got the little Dollar Tree pumpkins. We're going to make a centerpiece with it. So we're going to attach these two together and we're going to decorate it. So that's coming. I'm excited. I've been wanting to do that. But I couldn't find my pumpkins, but we got them. Yes, right? Drives me crazy. Where was this? Where did you drive up to? Oh, Carolina Pottery. So Carolina Pottery hasn't put out all their stuff yet. However, I was there like a week ago and they were putting up their Christmas tree. So it shouldn't be much longer and they should have their Christmas stuff out. 34. Mesh at 34. And I don't make my curls very big because I do want to have a good amount to do the ruffle. If you bought 3 swags, if you look, there's an end that's pointed like a teardrop. That's the bottom. The wider part is the top. Al, can you throw out the links for the ribbon? Okay. There we go. You can see the difference between jute and deco mesh. So can you see? You see how thick the jute is against the deco mesh? Now, I still like to use deco mesh, even though it is thinner. Yeah. Bella's sleeping in her little bed. See her? There she is. I'm hoping my mom's love seat will be here tomorrow and then she can come sit with me. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. So we just keep doing the same thing. And when we get them together, see how I just pull them apart? And I just kind of match them up like this with my hands. And then I just let go. And then it will automatically do this little ruffle against each other. What is the tool I use to cut the zip ties? Okay, so this here is a Knipex. It's in my influencer shop, but you can also get it on Amazon and you can get it at Lowe's. I'm not sure what you're saying, Casey. Can I show how to add the ties, take a pipe cleaner, and measure? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll see if I have, I'm not sure if I have. Yeah, I think I have a Dollar Tree wreath over here. Once we get this part done, I'll grab a Dollar Tree wreath and show you. Somebody wants to see how to do the ties, so we'll do that. Mesh is cut at 34 inches. Okay. I will say one thing. So if you're just going to be cutting, if you're not going to be doing florals and things like that, just a regular cutter works fine. If you're going to be working with florals, you're going to need something that is a little bit sturdier. Yes. And we have poly burlap mesh. So that's why you really want to invest in one that's a little bit sturdier. For regular cuts, just wire cutters works fine. Yep. Aw. There we go. So I like to do it this way because I can control how I do the ruffle and how I do the curls. So if you lay it flat on the table and you use that tie on the other end, then you can easily make sure that you are getting a consistent ruffle all the way up, like this. That's why I do it. And it does not take a lot longer. Spending a couple extra seconds just kind of getting your ruffles to go straight, it's worth it. And if you're having trouble, just remember to put something heavy on it. It really helps because it holds it steady so that it's not doing this stuff. Bolt cutters work. Yep, they do. They sure do. Okay. So there are several ways you can do your wreath. You can do like me and do 2 at a time, or you could do 4 at a time, or you could do all of them and then put the ribbons in. My feeling about it is it makes it take a little bit longer if you do all of the mesh and then come back and do the ribbon. The other reason is the less you touch the mesh, the less it's going to fray. So that is why I go ahead and put the ribbons in now, and then I'm not going to touch it again. That means it's going to fray less. So that's why I do that. You really want to touch it as little as you can, because every time you touch it, you have an opportunity for it to fray. And you want to be careful not to use those wood burning tools too often, because this can have fumes in it, and you don't want to put a lot of fumes in your lungs. So just be careful. They weren't always made to ruffle. I'm telling you, ribbons and mesh, your hands get the memory, right? As you keep working with it, then you'll be training your hands how to do it. And the more you do it, the easier it will be for your hands. This frame is 15 inches. So a 15-inch frame will make a 24-inch wreath. Okay. You don't have to do 3 curls. I just like to do 3 curls. I think it's a good amount. So it's enough to make sure you can see the curl, but not so much that you're not going to see the ruffle. Oh, that's smart. You got a painter's mask. Well, I tell you, you can use, I don't know if you've ever tried it, But you can use bag sealers. It might take a tiny bit more, but if you have a problem with your lugs, I highly suggest that you switch to a bag sealer instead of using the wood burning tool. You know those little bag sealers that you can use to save your food? That's what I'm talking about. You can use those too. Because all you have to do, right, is you have to get the edge of it so that it doesn't fray. And using a bag sealer does the exact same thing. They even have some handheld ones you could just run across it. I have both a bag sealer and a wood burning tool. I am planning on doing a flower soon, so we will be using cut edges. Yeah, Al's not allowed to use a wood burning tool because she burns things. I mean, honestly, y'all, I would not use it in my house again because I almost burnt the carpet. So yeah, be really careful. It's really easy to knock those things over and then boom. Then you have something in your carpet you don't want, which is not cool. I did not. I just cut this with a rotary cutter. So see, I just used a rotary cutter. The trick is to have your rotary cutter very sharp, and guess what, y'all? I finally found my blades and I changed it. It was nice and sharp today. So that's the trick. If you start seeing frays, you need to change out the blade in your rotary cutter. It's so easy to do. And it will save so that you don't have so much frays. This is also a method that's going to cut down on frays because you're tucking the cut edges inside here, so you're not really going to see them that much. You can always just kind of tuck it under, and that takes care of all that fraying. Just hide it. You don't need to see that edge anyways. There are certain wreaths where you want to see that fraying stuff, but most definitely not. Alright, so we're going to start on the top. Now I'm going to go grab a Dollar Tree wreath. There we go. Okay. In 1 second. Alright, so this is a Dollar Tree wreath, okay? So you can see it's flat. You see how it's just flat across? And then when you see the elevated, you see how there's a big difference because this has an elevated center. What that's going to mean is that you're going to have more height on the second part, on the top, than you would on one of these. If you want to do your own, all you have to do is take your frame. You need some pipe cleaners. What I like to do is I will start off with one that's near a crossbar, and I'll twist it. You do want to twist it down towards the bottom or the middle. Then I'll just use that part, twist it. I'm going to fold it over, and where the shortest piece is, that's where I'm going to put my next tie. So you're approximately 4 inches apart. Oh, so about right here. Okay, So when I'm going to tie it and I don't have a crossbar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the pipe cleaner and I'm going to twist the frame. It may even kind of put these snugger together, and that's okay because it's going to make it much tighter. If you're having trouble, put a drop of glue on that. Go across. Get your next pipe cleaner and make the next one. You're just going to do this all the way around. You should have about 10 on the bottom and about 8 on the top. So you're going to do the same exact thing on the top. So you just keep going across, put one down, go across, put one down. Alright. Hopefully that helps you. Okay. Yeah, if I went to pet stores, it would be getting my dogs treats. Which they really don't need, but how can you not? I just love them. Okay. And I tell you what, Bella has everyone here wrapped around her little fingers because they're all giving her treats. She has her own warehouse treats. And she knows exactly who to go to. She goes and puts her little cold nose on them. It's so funny. It's so cute. Oh, awesome. I'm glad it helped. Okay. The reason I do it that way is because then you kind of have consistency as to how far apart your ties are. On the inside, I just pick a spot. I usually tend to go kind of in between two, like where a crossbar is, and I'll start right there. I think we could tell you're obsessed over ferrets, Shelly. It's in your name. They are cute. Okay. It's raining. It's gonna rain for like the next 3 days. Yuck. There we go. One of the reasons that I like to do this up top is because it'll keep it from completely smashing into the middle. And up top is where we get to see how pretty the ribbons really are. So tinsel ties, sometimes when I have them, they've been kind of hard to get lately. Alright, so we're going to spread them out like an X. I like to put the bigger one this way because as you can see, right, there's an opening there. And then I put the smaller ones over to the side, like that. You kind of push them in to get them to stay where you want. There's the rain. So really the only advantage of making your own as opposed to buying it is cost. Right, so the Dollar Tree frame, it's $1. And these frames run somewhere around $6 or $7. So that's what the difference is. Okay. So you see how we're bringing in a little bit of black here? That's going to tie in with our sign. It ties in with our ribbon, and it's going to tie in with our little boots. Yeah. It's that season. It's rainy. I don't mind the rain if I'm inside. Oh, you didn't see the boots? They're cute. Okay. So just straight up the middle. One of the reasons I really like this, you see it has that little stripe right down the center. That makes it really easy to ruffle right up. You can see exactly where that ruffle goes. Cornfield. Alright, I'm also making sure that I am not squashing the ones on the bottom, so what I'll do is kind of pull them down so that they're going to allow a little bit of room at the top, but they're not going to squash it. And you see how if we had spread out our ribbons, it would have pushed them down, because when we put that second layer on, that's what it does. Okay. The boots are so cute. I'm ready for fall too. I'm over the hot. Hello. Aren't these colors pretty together? Okay. There we go. Okay, we can put our ribbons in. My goodness. It's still over 100 in Texas. Ugh. Yeah, that's way too hot. Way too hot. I don't even know what the temperature is here. It's still hot. It's not as hot as it was. I don't know. It can be a little nerve-wracking because, let's see what it is. It was in the 80s today. So not bad. Volcanoes. Oh, that's kind of scary. Thank you. Yeah, matching colors is my favorite thing. It's just something I've always had a knack at. But I tell you what, if you struggle with it, get yourself a color wheel. It really helps. Because then you can tell, you know, which colors go together. Oh. 30s in the summer, that's pretty cold. I don't know. Texas is pretty humid. I've been there in the middle of the summer, like right in the middle of June. Or was it July? It might have been July. And it was just hot. It was like walking into an oven. I mean, it's like walking into an oven here too, but woo! That's like an extra large oven. Arizona is a dry heat. It's very different. You walk in the shade and you feel fine. In Texas, you walk in the shade, or in the South, anywhere you walk in the shade, it doesn't do anything. It's just like, I don't even know what it's like. It's just like you're sweating. So I know a lot of people have asked if we are going to do virtual tickets for the retreat, and we are going to do virtual tickets. So hopefully we'll have something out this week if you want to participate. It is the weekend, thank you, before Halloween. And we'll have one for just watching and one for watching and getting the supplies. Yep. It'll be fun. Okay. I know, humidity, it's miserable. It's just so miserable. You did. I'm so glad. I love it when something I did helped. That's what I want. I started this so I could stay home and take care of my parents and my children. So, and it has worked out very well, and I'm thankful every day that I'm able to do that. I wouldn't want anyone else to take care of my parents. And honestly, love my siblings to death, but wouldn't trust them to do it. Ooh, I just wouldn't do it. Okay. There we go. All right, right up the center. See how nice that little line is? So all you're doing is you're gathering it. Did you ever do in school where you took the paper and you folded it back and forth, and you kind of gathered it in the middle, or you gathered it at the end and made a fan? You're kind of doing the same thing when you're doing ruffles. So it's pretty much the same concept. You're gathering that, in this case, material up like you did with the paper. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Okay. And we're definitely going to have to post pictures of everybody in their 80s outfits. So the people that are coming to the retreat, we're doing an 80s night, and we're going to a pizza place like just 10 blocks down from the hotel. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see what people come up with. Okay. There we go. So on the last one, we have to ruffle both sides. It'll be fun. We'll do some lives and stuff so y'all can see what we're doing, because there will be lots of laughing. There we go. You see how nice those ruffle up together? Oh no! I always wanted to see Australia. I've been to Germany. That was a lot of fun. I would like to go back someday. I don't know why. I don't know why Facebook isn't scrolling for me. Okay. I'm way behind. Me too. I'm excited. Have you got your outfit, Lisa? Okay. So I left the ties on up at the top because I don't know exactly where I want to put the boots yet. So I just kind of left them so that I could see. Oh, totally get it. Don't worry, we'll have lots more retreats. So this is what it looks like so far. See, now once you have it all done, if you want to, you can just come back to the bottom and just kind of spread them out like this. You see? What I do is just kind of spread them kind of across from each other so you can see them all. Like that. Or you can leave them together. Okay. Let's do, so look how cute this sign is going to look in the middle. See, it's hard to see that jolly, but can you see it? See, it has little socks, and it has like a little candy cane with little lights. I really like this Santa. He's super cute. Okay, so we got our sign. Let's do a bow. My boots came from, my supplier. I know, it stinks that y'all don't have good places to buy stuff from. Alright, so we're gonna cut. Let's do like 20 inches. Now, look here. I want you to notice this. So when I pull this out, this is a thicker mesh, okay? When I run my thing across it, it cuts it like butter. This is what your rotary cutter should be cutting like. If it is not cutting like that, that blade needs to be changed. It's really easy to change the blades, and they're not hard to get. Yes, you could put lights in the wreath. So I have done a tour of my new warehouse, but y'all, it's a mess because they haven't put up the walls yet. Once they get the walls up and we have our whole thing situated, then I promise I will come in and do a video so y'all can see what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to put a ruffle. We're going to put 2 ruffles down at the bottom. So the reason that you do this, might as well, got extra mesh. What this does is this is going to make sure that our bow is not going to sink in. Yes, we ship everywhere. Everywhere. Make sure you pick USPS, because UPS charges a ridiculous amount when it gets to customs. Okay. But the post office is better. So this will keep it from squashing our mesh or sinking down into our wreath. So this is a really easy trick to do when you're doing bows. Let's flip this around. Okay. Alright, so let's do 12-inch tail. do a little 12-inch tail. Why? Why will you not keep up, computer? I do make my signs. Yes, I do. So I just got my blades at on Amazon, but you can also get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them Michael's. I don't know if Joann's has them, but I bet they do. Yeah, we just got this ribbon. Y'all, we're getting 5 cases, 5 pallets. I mean, we're getting 5 pallets worth of stuff in this week. Lordy. Okay, so we'll do 2 at 6-inch. Okay, I'll go ahead and spread them out. Oh, and guess what? I found the lace and stuff, so tomorrow we can do the rag bow. And we're going to use an old pair of my child's jeans and cut them up. Okay. I wanted to use this one specifically because it has that black and white edge. Thank you. I'm glad you do. I appreciate it. Okay, so 6-inch. Pull it out, trim it off. I really like this. It's so pretty, that ribbon. Okay. This is our focal point. So this is what I base everything off of, this ribbon. I always pick one thing I'm going to base things off of. And today, it was this ribbon. Sometimes it's a mesh, sometimes it's a sign. It'll be tomorrow at 8. Alright, so we're going to go a little bit smaller, maybe like 5.5, just a little bit. See how we're just a little bit smaller? Okay, this is a patterned ribbon. We'll have to flip it. I'm going to flip this side. Yep, when we get done, I'll show you kind of some of the stuff we're going to put in it. I finally found my little pearls and my lace. So that's what I needed. Once I found that, we were good to go. Okay. So when I have a patterned ribbon, what happens is it twists. So see, this side is going this direction, this one's going this direction. It was pretty obvious. So what I do is I grab it, I'm going to grab it right by where this little peg is, these 2 pegs, and I'm going to twist the entire thing as one piece. And then everything is going in the right direction. And it will stay. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. Okay, so we're going to finish off with our glittery ribbon. I love glitter. I think my veins have a little glitter in them. Okay. I have these awesome colored zip ties. I have them in several different colors. I thought it would be really fun to do one with green today because we have, hey Johnny, we have a lot of our ribbon is green. Why in the world will this thing, thank you, okay. So we're going to get it all the way at the bottom. So with the ruffles and everything. So you're just going to take it. Make sure you turn it upside down. And place it underneath. If you're struggling with that, place your zip tie first. And then you can see there's a division here. So we just want to make sure we get our zip tie right there where that opening is. We just got to get it started. It's going to be a little bit thicker because it has that mesh in it, but I want to show you why. Okay, you want to reach down to the bottom, pull the whole thing out. If you're struggling when you're pulling it out of the bow maker, make sure you reach all the way down at the bottom. If you're having trouble, stick something down at the bottom and push it up so you can reach it. Okay. Look how cute that green zip tie looks. Okay. So we're going to take this. I'm going to lightly hold it. You just have to hold the top. Pull it around. The reason you do that is because these ribbons here will shift forward or backwards if you don't hold them. Because once you move that zip tie, everything's going to go with it. So, don't let it do that to you. Then we'll put our pipe cleaner in and we'll pull it tight. As tight as I can get it. The monthly wreath kit is just one kit. Okay, so we're going to pull back and forth. Okay, so we're breaking that bow. All that means is we're breaking it from being stuck down in this zip tie. This is how we get it really fluffy. So pull and twist. Pull and twist. There we go. Pull and twist. Now look how fluffy that looks because we have that mesh in the back. Look how cute that is. Kind of run our hands under our little tails here. Like that. How cute is that? Look, you can even see how pretty the little mesh is up here. Okay, so we can trim off that zip tie. And look, you can't even see where that zip tie was. Let's move this. All right, we'll bring it back. Move these. All right, so I kind of want it, I think I want it to go kind of down. And then maybe put the sign kind of up here. I like that. You could also do side to side. So when you're putting a bow at the bottom, a lot of times what happens is that bow is going to kind of start to go this way. This is going to help us prevent that. So this little ruffle back here, what it does is when you put it on here, it's going to sit on top of your wreath and it is not going to cause it to droop, right? Because it's going to be on there pretty good. All right, so I'm just going right around here. So you see, I have my hand on either side of that frame. So you see, there's an opening in here. So I'm going to put one on the inside and one kind of in the middle. Yes, I am going to do classes on how to make signs. Yes. Okay. All right, and then I just kind of tie it around right here. Okay. All right, now it's time to get out. Just kind of make sure everything still looks good. Look how cute that is. See how cute that is? Now, can you tell how just putting that mesh on there keeps it from kind of falling over? So it stays right where I want it to stay. So the next time you're having trouble, just kind of put a little mesh under it. And that's going to help it kind of have a little bit more substance to grab onto. We do sublimation in our design group. We do a lot. We do all different stuff. So we kind of do different projects. There's a ton of stuff you can sublimate on, not just signs. So, he's so cute. Okay. So we just pull out a wire. We also do cricket and silhouette and painting and, of course, wreaths. We just do all the stuff. We like to do all the stuff. Okay. All right, awesome. You made your first bow. That's excellent. There's that rain again. Alright, so we use 26 gauge wire. It's very thin. You see what I do? I meet them up together and then I just twist it. Okay. It's something that we like to do in person as well. We just are waiting until things calm down with kind of the, I don't want to do stuff like that until things are better. Alright. So on the bottom, we're going to be able to go right through because there's no opening. On the top, we're going to use our weaving needle. Mama Sue loves this one. Which ones do you not like, Mom? Alright, so we just fold it over like that. And we're just going to push it right down, right through the mesh, just like you would if you're sewing your shirt. Okay. The trick to keeping your sign staying up where you want it to is to tie it up top. My paid group is Hardworking Mom Wreath Therapy. And then this one, what we'll do is we'll just take this little wire here. We're going to run it through and we're going to suspend it between the top and the bottom. It is pouring. If it starts to go down, if it starts to sink down, then you pull your ribbon, you pull your wire to the top, okay? So that's what keeps it. But what I like to do is suspend it between the top and the bottom, and then it usually stays pretty well in place. All right. There we go. Look how cute that is. If this starts to fall in, then all you have to do is come back here and pull it tighter, and then that will keep it better in place. Yep. Yeah, my wreaths don't stay here very long. I have someone who comes and gets them. So they never make it to Etsy. Oh, do y'all need rain? Well, I'd be happy to send it your way because we've had enough rain to last us quite a while. Oh, thank you. So what do we think? I like it. Thank you. Yep, I have tons and tons of videos on YouTube, I do. And y'all, YouTube is how I started. That's how I built my whole business. Yeah. That's a lot of what I teach my group, is how I started my business. All right, well this was fun. Let me show you what we're doing tomorrow. So, you could get stuff like this. Okay, so I just have lace. I have these string of pearls. Oh, I didn't put the boot in. Thank you, Lou. See this different lace? We'll put the boots in. So I get things like this when I'm going to make a rag bow, and then I have so I have an old pair of jeans, and we're going to cut those up. And then I just have some fabric. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear this into strips. And when I'm making a rag bow, I tend to like things that are not like bright white, but look more almost old-fashioned. If you find white fabric, you can soak it in tea. That will help. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Let's put the boots in. Okay. All right, so I want to put the boots. What did I do? Oh, here it is. Ooh. Let's put the boots. So I'm going to put a little hook right here, and I'm going to tie it. I think I want to put them up here. Let's see. Maybe I should tie them. I kind of like them here. Let's put them here. So I'm going to use the wire, and I'm going to twist these around each other. And then tuck it back in like that. Oh, that's cute. Let's put one on the other side. So when I'm putting things in a wreath and I'm going to be using these ties, I always make a hook because it makes it easier to kind of get them twisted together. So I'll twist it around that little hook. Yes, I will show the back of the wreath. And then I can twist the whole thing together and twist it in. There we go. Oh, that's so cute! This is the back of the wreath. So and here's the thing, if I have a lot and it looks messy from the back, I will just get one of those placemats from the Dollar Tree, and I will just use the corners and just kind of tie it around like zip ties. I'll zip tie it in 4 places. That's how I deal with that. Okay. All right, y'all. This was fun, and I finally got to do a Monday without problems. It only took a month of them coming in here. Okay. All right. Well, y'all have a wonderful night. Yeah, you can call the office. You can call the office, and Bree will answer the phone. We do have a phone number here. We sure do. And it's right on our website, on our shop. I mean, I'm just cutting these off real quick. Here we go. All right, all done. All right, I hope y'all have a wonderful night. Let's see if there's anything I missed over here. Thank you. I put this in a 22 by 22 box. Believe it or not, it goes in a 22 by 22 by 6, and it fits in there perfectly. So, jingle bells would be so cute. Yeah, so when you put it in a box, right, a 22 by 22 box, you would put this in the corner, all right, and then you want it to be pretty snug against the wreath because it's going to protect it. And then what you do is you take some pipe cleaners and you're going to poke holes at the bottom of the box, and you're going to go up and attach onto this frame, and that's going to secure it at the bottom. And then you just put like a little piece of tape over the pipe cleaner at the bottom. Put your instructions in there telling them how to get it out. That's what we do. Because you want it to be, when it gets there, you want it to look just as good as when you put it in the box. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock. So same time. All right. nails would be cute. Okay, just wanted to make sure I got all the questions. All right, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 8. And maybe I can get my mom to come. Hopefully, the love seat will be delivered tomorrow, and I can get a seat for her back here. All right, thank you. I'm so glad you like them.